Welcome to AK Sharma Bio Classes. Today in this part of the video, we are going to discuss about infertility and assisted reproductive technologies services or infertility treatments. It is said motherhood is a gift for a woman. If a couple conceives or get pregnant and produces child, they become parent, and the woman becomes mother and man becomes father. And this is one of the significant parts of human reproduction. But sometimes they are not able to produce child, they are not able to conceive or get pregnant even after trying for 1 year or more than 1 year with regular sexual cohabitation without any birth control. Such couples are called infertile, and the condition is called infertility. Infertility is the state of the couple when they are unable to conceive or produce children in spite of unprotected sexual cohabitation for at least 1 year without any birth control. In general, infertility is defined as not being able to get pregnant or conceive after 1 year of unprotected sex. Infertility is when you cannot get pregnant after having unprotected or regular sexual cohabitation for 1 year, and the main symptoms of infertility is not getting pregnant. Now, if woman is not getting pregnant, this is the symptoms of infertility. Infertility may result from an issue with either the male partner or the female partner, or a combination of the factors that prevent pregnancy. If a woman is not able to conceive or to get pregnant, it's called female infertility. If there is problems associated with men and he cannot impregnate a fertile woman, this is called male infertility. So there may be female infertility and male infertility. These are the factors that prevent pregnancy. On the basis of severity of infertility, it can be categorized into two types of infertility: primary infertility, secondary infertility. Primary infertility is the term used when a woman has never conceived in her life, in married life. Such infertility is called primary infertility if a woman has never conceived. Secondary infertility, if a woman has conceived at least one in her married life and after that she is not able to conceive, this is called secondary infertility. There may be various causes for infertility. It may be physical problems in the women and men, congenital diseases, sexual transmitted diseases, immunological disorders, or even sometimes psychological disorders may also affect their fertility. There are specialized infertility clinics can help in the diagnosis and the proper treatment of some of these disorders and enable these couples to have children those are infertile. In women, infertility is treated with fertility drugs and hormones to help the women ovulate or restore levels of hormone. Sometimes surgery is underwent to remove the tissues that is blocking the fertility. In men, infertility is treated with medications and sometimes surgical method is used. There are treatments that are specifically for men or for women, and some that involves both the partners. And such a specialized treatment, from medication to embryo implantation through assisted reproductive technologies. Assisted reproductive technologies includes a number of special techniques which assisted infertile couples to have children, and these are test tube baby program, artificial insemination technique, gamete intrafallopian transfer, intracytoplasmic sperm injections, and surrogacy. Let us see one by one. Assisted reproductive technologies. In vitro fertilization. In vitro means outside fertilization, and this is the fertilization of male and female gametes outside the female body in simulated conditions in the laboratory is called in vitro fertilization. In short, it is called IVF, or it is also called as test tube baby program. In this method, ovum is collected from the wife. If wife is not able to produce ovum, then it is collected from a healthy female donor, and sperms are collected either from husband, or if husband is not able to produce a healthy sperms, motile sperms, or adequate number of sperms, then sperms are taken from donor. So in this method, ovum from the wife or donor and sperms from the husband or donor are collected, and they are induced to form zygote under simulated conditions in the laboratory. This provides similar conditions as it is there inside the uterus in the fallopian tube. Similar conditions is created in the laboratory, and in these simulated conditions, male and female gamete are induced to fuse and form zygote, and this is followed by embryo transfers. Developing embryo is transferred into the female. Embryo transfer is of two types on the basis of its transfer stage and transfer place. Zygote intrafallopian transfer. If transfer of zygote or early embryo with up to 8 blastomeres are done into fallopian tube. Zygote or early embryo up to 8 blastomeres is transferred into the fallopian tube, and this is called zygote intrafallopian transfer. Intrauterine transfer. If the embryo is more than 8 blastomeres, it is directly transferred into the uterus for implantation. Here we can see first egg is aspired from the female or donor female, and it is made fused with semen sample in the laboratory conditions, and the zygote so formed or early embryo is transferred into the fallopian tube, injected into the fallopian tube, and this is zygote intrafallopian transfer. In this picture we can see the embryo more than 8 blastomeres are injected directly into the uterus for implantation, and this is intrauterine transfer of embryo. Embryos formed by in vivo fertilization also. In vivo means inside the female's body. If there is fertilization inside the female's body by natural method or artificial insemination could also be used for such transfer to assist those females who cannot conceive. If embryos are formed outside the female's body, it's called in vitro fertilization, and if embryos are formed inside the female's body, is called in vivo fertilization. Embryos thus formed by in vivo fertilization also can be used to transfer to assist those females who cannot conceive, or it is used to transfer in surrogate mothers. In vitro fertilization, first by hormonal therapy, ovary is stimulated to produce ovumes, and if ovumes are produced, then eggs or ovumes are picked up. This is called egg aspiration, and after egg aspiration, a sperm is collected either from the donor or the husband, and it is made fuse with each other in laboratory conditions. In vitro fertilization is done in simulated conditions in the laboratory, and embryo is developed. Early embryo can be transferred by ZIFT method, zygote intrafallopian tube transfer method, or embryo more than 8 blastomeres can directly be placed in the uterus for implantation, and this is called embryo transfer. So these 6 steps are taken in vitro fertilization or test tube baby program, because embryo is developed in a test tube. That is why this technique of assisted reproductive technology is called test tube baby programs, and such baby produced is called test tube baby. Second one is gamete intrafallopian transfer. Transfer of an ovum from a donor into the fallopian tube of another female who cannot produce ovum but can provide a suitable environment for fertilization and development. Here, ovum is collected from the donor and it is transferred into the fallopian tube of another woman, another female who cannot produce ovum, but in her fallopian tube and uterus there is suitable environment for fertilization and further development of embryo. So such female can be made conceived by transfer of an ovum aspired from the donor, and it is fertilized by insemination, naturally or artificially. Herein we can see in this picture, ovum is collected from the donor and it is placed into the fallopian tube, and sperms reach there to fertilize the ovums, and embryo is developed, and this embryo gets suitable environment for further development in that female, and this is called gamete intrafallopian transfer. This is applicable for those women who cannot produce an ovum but can provide suitable conditions and environment for fertilization and further development of embryo and get pregnant. Third one is intracytoplasmic sperm injections. This is a laboratory procedure in which a sperm is directly injected into the ovum to form an embryo in the laboratory. In this technique, ovum is made fused with a sperm by injecting the sperm directly into the cytoplasm of the egg and to form zygote and then embryo, and the embryo thus formed is later transferred by ZIFT or IUT. The embryo less than 8 blastomeres are transferred by ZIFT method, and embryo more than 8 blastomeres are transferred by IUT method directly into the uterus of the woman. Artificial insemination technique. In this technique, the semen is collected from the husband's or a healthy donor, is artificially injected into the vagina or the uterus. If it is injected directly into the uterus, it is called intrauterine insemination, and this technique is useful for the male partner who are infertile, who are unable to inseminate female, or those male partner who have low sperm counts or nil sperm counts, oligospermia, low sperm count, and nil sperm count, azoospermia. Sorry. In such males, this technique is useful to inseminate the wife by aspiring some of the sperms from the testes by Tisha or Misha method, and this aspired or collected of sperm from the male or the healthy donor is injected into the female genital tract or the uterus. Surrogacy. Here a woman bears a child for a couple who are not able to produce children because the wife is infertile or unable to carry. If wife is infertile or she is not able to carry her child, then embryo is prepared in vitro conditions or in vivo conditions with the sperms of the husband, and it is transferred or it is inserted into the uterus of another female, and that female is called surrogate female or surrogate mother, a woman who substitute or takes the place of real mother to nurse the embryo is called surrogate mother or genetic mother. So such mother, surrogate mother, is impregnated either through artificial insemination or through implantation of an embryo produced by in vitro fertilization. This is applied when a female is infertile and she is not able to carry her child, but she produces ovum, healthy ovum, and she may or may not produce ovum. If she produces an ovum, then her ovum is taken to form embryo. If she is not able to produce ovum, then healthy donor is used to get the egg. And there are some problems associated with assisted reproductive technology. It requires high precision handling by specialized professionals. Therefore, the success rate of this technique of producing test tube babies is less than 20% in India. In India, the first test tube baby was Harsha, and the doctor involved was Indra Hinduja. It requires expensive instrumentation. That is why these facilities are available only in few centers, and most of the couples cannot afford this technique as it is very expensive. And some emotional, religious, and social problems are also associated with assisted reproductive technologies due to lack of proper education, awareness in the society. That is why people do not want to go for assisted reproductive technology because they understand that this is not a natural method to get pregnant. Some of the couples go for art but still they do not conceive. Then legal adoption becomes one of the best options for those couple looking for parenthood, and they should adopt a child legally. Here we completed the lesson chapter, and you like, subscribe, and share the videos so that most of the students may be benefited.